Today I want to take a little look at Megabuilding H10, or V's apartment, V's building complex, this place that you can call home. This place, and to be honest with you, mega buildings in general, are a pretty big source of cut content. We knew that at one point in time, CDPR presented mega buildings as basically little cities, a kind of microcosm of Night City. Well, unfortunately, we know that that isn't really the case. Mega buildings are pretty undercooked, and Mega Building number 10 in particular has some pretty interesting things which I want to show off. But guys, you know what I'm gonna do. 96% of you are still not subscribed. If you enjoy this content, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much. All right, I'll stop there. Let's get into the video. Megabuilding H10, absolutely 100% in my mind, was supposed to have this ground floor area usable by the player. If you've played this game, and even if you can just, use your eyeballs for a second, you can see that this entire area right at the bottom of the mega building is detailed. It has NPCs that spawn there. It has a believable setting that looks like the player should be able to go and explore it. The lift does not stop on this level. If we were to go into the lift, then we can see that there's actually only 2 levels. We have services and entrance. In pre-release footage of Cyberpunk, this elevator panel did actually have quite a few more floors. So clearly something was cut from this mega building. But what actually was that? Well, like I said, this ground floor, this market area is absolutely cut. And I'm going to show you why. So opposite the working elevator is a broken elevator, which is taped off and is never usable by the player. It's very much here for kind of, scenery, and that's it. It's not practical in the slightest. However, we can, of course, clip into this elevator and see that there's a working lift panel which is actually turned off. So we can turn this on with the help of a little mod, and we can see that there is a level 1 entrance and a level 5 services. So if we were to hit the entrance button, we can see that this elevator, which is normally unusable, actually fucking works. In fact, it works so well that it goes to this market area and stops at the very bottom. So I mean, if that isn't enough evidence to already suggest that this ground floor was planned, then well, I can show you something even more crazy, so hold on to your horses. Getting to the ground floor of mega building number 10 is pretty hard because there's a lot of death barriers. Very, very gently clip yourself into the floor and get to a point where you are pretty much standing, like for example here. And then once you're down here, you shouldn't, in theory, get killed by anything. Well, we'll see. So this is the ground floor of Mega Building number 10. This insanely detailed, packed, full of life, full of working gameplay, is absolutely 100% unused. This entire space is, I would say, on par with functionality and quality as basically the rest of the game. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely not broken by any means. You'll notice as well that loot even spawns here. Like, there's a goddamn piece of orange loot, which is kind of crazy. We can walk around here as well, and like I said, NPCs spawn here. There's structures which make perfect sense. You got vendors which don't sell anything, but they're still here. You even have vending machines which will work perfectly as intended. You can just use these all the way down here. This is the working elevator, so you can see that there is no kind of lift panel down here, which is pretty unfortunate. On the other side as well, this is where the broken lift is, or the lift which we call down. We can see that there is indeed a lift panel, but it's turned off. These doors open as if, you were supposed to be able to use them. Kind of just invites you in, and you can go all the way over here and see that again this lift works absolutely perfectly. Now the problem with trying to explore this area is that obviously there's a shitload of death barriers. So if I were to go up these stairs right about now, I would hit a death barrier as soon as I get any kind of elevation. So this is one of the slightly elevated parts to the ground floor of Mega Building number 10. And again, I don't need to spell this out to you. This place is detailed. Again, working vending machines. We got even more floors to our right and to our left. I'm very, very scared about walking around this place too much, so I'm gonna have to be pretty gentle with things. But we can walk along here, and usually we have like little tad bits of junk, little bits of loot here and there, which are just kind of floating around. Even up here, we have a goddamn purple, as you can see here. This is yet again another level towards the ground floor that is just modelled. I mean, look at this place. I've seen less detailed places in the actual playable part of Night City. I don't think I need to sit here and explain to you just how insane this is, that this perfectly functional part of V's mega building is just not used, is just sat here eating up resources, destroying people's computers, all for what benefit? You know, set dressing, for making everything believable. Yeah, I guess so to a certain extent, but to this level. So I think the one thing to take from this video is that Mega Building number 10 and just mega buildings in general were absolutely 100% supposed to be something a lot more expansive. They were supposed to have a lot more purpose than they do in the current version of Cyberpunk 2077. I think that just about sums up today's video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed as always, and of course, let me know what you think. Do you think Mega Building number 10 was supposed to be some crazy source of gameplay? Or do you think this is just CDPR creating a believable world? Let me know in the comment section of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always guys, I'll catch you lot in the next one.